Good morning and welcome to Mrs. Achari's Kindergarten Cabin once again. Today's word study lesson is going to be a continuation of yesterday's lesson where we made our sound boxes. So yesterday's lesson we made 3 different types of sound boxes, one with 2 sounds, one with 3 sounds, and one with 4 sounds. Okay, so you should have that out if you are going to participate with me. And then I also asked you to find some smooth objects that you could slide. Okay, so if you got those things yesterday, I showed you I collected some quarters, but whatever you have that you're going to be using, go ahead and lay it out in front of you. So the purpose of today's lesson is to think of some words that have 2 sounds, 3 sounds, and 4 sounds. And every single one of the words that we're going to be talking about today have 1 syllable. So we know that syllables are the parts in a word, so it's like the beat, okay? So for example, Mrs. Achari, Mrs. Achari. That's 5 syllables, okay? So today's words are only going to have 1 syllable, such as dog, 1. Frog, 1. Okay, so every word that we talk about today is going to have 1 syllable. And what we're going to be doing today is we are going to be thinking of all the sounds we hear in the word. Okay, and how we're going to do that is by using our sound boxes. So instead of the coins, Mrs. Achari is going to use butterflies today. And as you can see, I have my sound boxes on my board so that I can use the magnets to show you how to do this, okay? So it's very important to be able to hear the sounds in words. At first, you want to just be able to hear the sounds. And I know right away you're going to be thinking of the letters, but we want to be just thinking of the sounds that we hear. And then after that, we'll start adding letters in, and then after that, we'll start using it for spelling. So this strategy of using these sound boxes is going to take us really far. It's going to help us do a lot of things. And I know that this is a review for you guys, but I didn't know how long it had been since we worked on this, so I figured it might be a good thing to touch up on. All right, so let's start with just some words that are sight words. Let's start with the word at. So if you think about the word at, it has 1 syllable, at. And let's think about the sounds that it has. At. See how you broke that up into 2 sounds? At. At. Okay. So if you're doing the work at home, you can slide at. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try up. Let's say the individual sounds that we hear in the word up. 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 Okay, so see how we can count 2 sounds in that word? Up. Okay, let's try another one. How about it? I'm going to let you try that one first. It. What 2 sounds do you hear in the word it? What do you hear? Use your sound box to help you. It. 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 Very good. Okay, let's try another one. An, like I see an elephant. An, an, an. Very good. And then last, I'm going to let you try this one. In. Try it without me. In. What are the 2 sounds you hear in the word in? All right. If you said that you hear in, you are correct. Very good. Awesome. So that's how you break words into their individual sounds when they have 2 sounds, okay? So now we're going to move on, and I'm going to make this part a little more exciting. I have some objects that we're going to be looking at, and I'm going to have you break them up into different sounds, okay? So all of the objects I'm going to show you have 3 sounds in the word, okay? So you're going to break it up into the 3 different sounds that you hear. Okay, so the first one is going to be can. I have myself a can of beans here. Okay, so can. What are the 3 sounds you hear in the word can? Which is also a sight word, right? Just a different kind of can. Okay, so what are the 3 sounds we hear? We hear k, ah, can. Let's try it again. K, ah, can. Very good. It's always important to blend it back together after you break it apart so that you can work on that, because that's going to help you with your reading later. Okay. All right, let's try another one. Okay, so I got this. It's a box. So let's try box first. This is popcorn. Box. Go ahead and say the sounds in box. There's 3 of them. Box. Ox. Box. Ox. Box. Very good. So what else could we say with this box? What do you do with the stuff that's inside? You put it in the microwave and it will pop. Very good. So let's try pop. What 3 sounds do you hear in the word pop? I'm going to go ahead and let you try it. Pop. Give me a second. All right. P. Ah. P. Pop. P. Op. Pop. 3 sounds that we hear. 1 syllable. Pop. P. Op. Very good. All right. Let's try another one. Oh, that's what I have all my stuff in here. What would you call this? Give yourself a round of applause. This is a pot. Make soup in here. I could put my beans in here and make them. Okay, so pot. Kind of the same as pop, just a different sound at the end. P, ah, t, pot. P, ah, t, pot. Very nice. Good work. Okay. Try one more. Actually, I have a few more. This is a tin, and if you guys have never had these things, they are so good. They are called Stroop waffles. Oh my goodness, they're a real treat. Okay, so this is a tin. Okay, so tin. What 3 sounds do you hear in the word tin? Tin, okay, is 1 syllable and it has 3 sounds. T, I, n. Tin. T, in. Tin. T, in. Tin. Very good. There's something on this waffle tin and you can take it off, and it is called a what? What is this called? Good. It's called a lid. So let's go ahead and try lid. What 3 sounds do we hear in the word lid? L, I, d. L, I, d. Lid. L, id. Lid. Very nice. Okay, I have one more thing in here. And right now we're probably enjoying chewing this because we can't have it at school. I have some gum. Okay, so let's try gum. What 3 sounds do we hear in the word gum? G. G. Gum. G. Gum. Very nice. Good work. Okay. So that's words that have 3 sounds. So now we're going to move on to our last one where we have 4 sounds in a word. And remember, just to remind you, all of these words only have 1 syllable. And it's very important to be able to break a word into the sounds that you hear, because eventually you're going to need to use that skill in your reading and in your writing. And I know many of you are already doing that now, but this is something we always have to keep practicing. Okay, so the very first word I'm going to show, or thing I'm going to show you is this. We use these to close up bags after we have opened them, or to hang stuff on the refrigerator. It is called a clip. Clip. Okay, so what 4 sounds do we hear in the word clip? K, l, I, p. K, l, I, p. Clip. Ip, clip. 4 sounds. Sometimes the beginning part can be tricky. Sometimes we have a hard time hearing the second letter, or the second sound, which is ul. So we have to make sure we really listen for it. K, ul, ip, clip. Okay, let's try another one. Let's try, oh, I've been eating a lot of these to stay healthy. Vitamin C drops. So the word is drop, drop. Okay, so what sounds do you hear in the word drop? There's 4 sounds. That one's tricky. Sometimes when we say drop, we tend to hear j at the beginning, and that is not what is at the beginning of drop. It's d, op. Okay, so you really have to listen for those sounds. D, op, drop. D, op, drop. Very good. Okay, next one. Ooh, I like this one because it gets us doing some thinking. Of course, I do this every day. I brush my hair. Okay, so the word is brush. Okay, so this is another one. We have to listen really carefully to the beginning because there's a blend of sounds at the beginning. B, sh. Okay, there's 4 sounds. B, sh. Brush. B, sh. Brush. Okay, the sh is 1 sound at the end. Okay, so we're just thinking of the sounds that we hear for now. Okay, all right, let's try another one. Let's try this guy right here. What's this? It's a spoon. You're right. Okay, so let's this is another one that can be kind of tricky because it has another blend of sounds at the beginning. Okay, so s, p, oo, n, spoon. S, p, oon, spoon. S, p, oon, spoon. Right here we have an ooh sound that we hear, and that's 1 sound that we hear. Good. All right, let's try one more I have. Okay, so this is something that you wear in your hair. It is called a hair band. Band. Okay, so let's try band. I'm gonna have you try that by yourself first. Okay, band. What 4 sounds do you hear in the word band? Band. Okay, I'm gonna give you a minute to try it. Okay, let's go ahead and do it together. B, a, n, d, band. B, a, n, d, band. B, a, n, d, band. Very nice. So, kiddos, how can we use this? What is this important for? If you want to do this today at home, you could find some words that are some items at home or something that is 1 syllable, and you can use your sound boxes to think about the sounds that you hear in the word. We're not even thinking about alphabet letters right now, you guys. We are only thinking about sounds. If we take this step by step and learn all of these things, we will become really good spellers and really good readers, okay? So I want you to be thinking about how can you use this at home? What could you do today to count some sounds at your house, okay? So I hope all of you have a wonderful day. And I do have one more to end with. Your question of the day today was, how many doors do you have in your house? So let's just count the sounds in the word door. Door, 1 syllable. Let's count the sounds. Ready? D, oo, 3 sounds. Door. D, oo, door. Very nice. You guys have a lovely day, and thank you for joining me.